7:10, I'll call the City of Dickinson Planning and Zoning Commission meeting to order. Start with a roll call. Excuse me. Please note that Chairman Frederick is absent. Commissioners Cattermas and Johansson are absent, but we still do have a quorum. Order of business, Mr. Johansson, any additions or corrections to the agenda? Okay. Need a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion by Ms. Decker,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Schwab. Any further discussion? Any further discussion? Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of approving the agenda as presented signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next, we've got the minutes from the November 16th meeting. I trust everyone's had a moment to review. Any questions, comments, or I'd entertain a motion to approve?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. All right, moving into our action items. First is a rezone. First item is to consider a zoning map amendment from GC, LI, and GI to GC, LI, and GI for a property located in the north half of Section 27, Range 140 North, Range 96 West, located within the City of Dickinson. Site consists of approximately 42.99 acres. Mr. Josephson, I believe that's you.
Do we have a slide? Okay, thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. Steve Josephson. I'm pinch hitting for Josh Kluzacek, who could not be here today. And just to let you know, Scott Schneider is also pinch hitting for, for Josh today for any technical engineering questions. This is a request to rezone this piece of property. Essentially, what the applicant wants to do is they wanted to put an auto dealership on the western portion of it, and in order to do that, they need to expand the commercial section of that. So that's most of it is going to be changing that from limited industrial, which does not allow for auto sales, to general commercial. And there's also a companion preliminary plat application, which you'll be hearing after this. The applicant is here. The applicant's representative is here, and I'm going to call on him to come up and present.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Commissioners. Andrew Schrank with Highlands Engineering, representing the applicant for this rezone application. As Steve indicated, this is a zone change from there's a portion in here that's actually changing from limited industrial to GC and GI. So previously, this area tapered from GC to LI to general industrial. We would like to get rid of a portion of that limited industrial and extend the GC in what is going to be Lot 1 in the subsequent replat application. That GC is going to allow for Red Rock Ford to relocate their current facility up to the old BJ Services site, and they will occupy the westernmost building on that site. The general industrial area, that area is currently being used by a well service company, and that's the intention, is it'll continue to be used for a well service company. The three southern areas there on the bottom are actually not being rezoned, but they are being split off as separate lots here in the next application for the replat. And those are currently undeveloped property, and they're planned to be marketed for sale if this replat happens to go through. With that, I'd open it up to any questions you may have for us.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Schrank? I guess I just had one. Did I read that access to both lots 1 and 2 will be available through or up from 34th Street and 29th?
Correct. So partially correct. Lots 1 and 2 on the north would have access from 34th Street.
Yep.
So there's currently 2 approaches off of 34th, one into each lot.
Okay.
Red Rock Ford plans to add a second into Lot 1 off of 34th Street.
Okay.
The 3 south lots would gain access off of 29th Street, and both of those roads are currently constructed to urban
Okay.
standards with water and sewer. First Avenue on the east side of this site is not built, but it does have water and sewer through that area.
Okay. Yeah, I guess my question was, how are we gonna get access from 29th to 1 and 2, but 29th will go to 3, 4, and 5?
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Any other questions for Mr. Schrank?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this item does need a public hearing, so we'll open it up for the public. Excuse me. If you're online or streaming, you can call in to 701-456-7006. Anyone from the public wish to speak for or against the proposal? Hearing none, I would turn it back to the commissioners. Commissioners, any other questions or comments? Mr. Josephson?
Yes, before you start your discussion, staff does recommend approval of the application.
Very good, thank you. Commissioners, what are your wishes?
I'll make a motion. I move the City of Dickinson Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of REZ-001-2023, the Red Rock Ford rezoning petition from GC, LI, and GI to GC, LI, and GI as being compliant with the City of Dickinson Comprehensive Plan as meeting all the requirements of the Dickinson Municipal Code and also being in the interest of the public safety and welfare.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Any further discussion? Any further discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Decker?
Aye.
Mr. Franchuk?
Aye.
Mr. Schwab?
Aye.
Mr. Bush?
Aye.
Mr. Haugen?
Aye.
And chair votes aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Second item to consider, a preliminary plat for the Red Rock addition, being the replat of lots 1 through 5, Block 6, North Industries, First Edition, located in the north half of Section 27, Range 140 North, Range 96 West, located in the city of Dickinson. The site consists of approximately 42.99 acres. Mr. Josephson, I believe you're taking that one as well.
Yes. Thank you, Commissioner Steve Josephson. I guess my title here is interim planner, so I've been told. As the acting chair stated, this is a replat of an existing portion, block of a platted lot. It's currently lots 1 through 5, block 6 of the North Industries First Edition subdivision. It's entirely within city limits, and it's, as I said, this is a companion to the rezoning that you just recommended approval of. So they're moving around, they're rearranging the lots, you know, first of all, to accommodate where the new auto dealership would be, and then secondly, to reflect some of the zoning on the south side, reflect some of the existing zoning in that area. Staff recommends approval with a condition. The condition is that prior to the final plat approval, the applicant shall revise the plat map to indicate the location of a potable water, water easement. Staff has reviewed this for a number of issues, and that was the one condition. And I'll call on the applicant for further explanation.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Josephson. Mr. Schrank?
Thank you. Once again, Andrew Schrank, representing the applicant. As Steve indicated, this is a replat. This area previously consisted of 5 lots. We're replatting it into 5 lots still, but in a reconfigured configuration. Lot 1 would contain the Red Rock Ford site. Lot 2 is going to continue to be used as a well service company, and 3, 4, and 5 would be marketed for sale. Through this replat, we've cleaned up some of the easements. There were some easements through buildings and things like that that didn't necessarily make sense for how the property was developed. So we've provided different easements here that match how things have been installed and that will provide service to each lot as part of this replat. We did do a stormwater report as well, and as part of that stormwater report, we found that the existing stormwater management facility, which is in the northeast corner and kind of that big rectangle that's hatched out on the plat, will work with some minor modifications to the outlet structure on that facility. So that will be done when this plat is approved by the owner. The water line easement that Steve referenced, we agreed to and have actually already added it. It's shown as kind of an L-shaped easement on this plat. So as we went through the process here, we've got that added now for you guys as well. So that condition should be met. All existing streets around here have water and sewer, and as we indicated previously, 34th and 29th are already constructed. So no public improvements should be needed to serve this site or provide access. If you had any further questions as well, I'd be happy to address those.
Thank you, Mr. Schrank. Any questions?
I see the water line comes through 1 and 2. How does 3 get access to that water main?
Correct. So the water main through lots 1 and 2 is actually a looped water main. It connects at 34th and it also connects in First Avenue. So if one of these lots was to have an issue with that water main, it would affect the other. And that's why we put that water main easement there. For lots 3, 4, and 5, there's water within 29th Street. So at the time those are developed, they would need to cut into the street and connect to the water in 29th. There's also water in First Avenue, which is likely where lot 5 would connect. Since there is no road, they wouldn't have to patch the road to connect over in First Avenue. So either 29th or First Avenue would serve those lots for water and sewer.
Any other questions for the applicant? Hearing none. Thank you. This does require a public hearing, so we'll open it up to the public. Anyone streaming or online can call in to 701-456-7006. Any questions from the public? Any comments? Public hearing is closed. Any questions or comments from any other commissioners? Anything you have? Again, recommendation from staff is approval with the single condition. With that, commissioners, what's your wishes?
I'll make a motion.
Mr. Bush?
I move the City of Dickinson Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of PLP 001-2023, the preliminary plat of the Red Rock Addition subdivision, subject to the condition above, as meeting all the requirements of the Dickinson Municipal Code and also being in the interest of public health, safety, and welfare.
We have a motion. Would anybody care to second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Any further discussion?
Do we have to add in language about the potable water at the end of that? Even though they've already made the changes?
I think we'd probably want to include that in the motion, if that's all right with Mr. Bush.
Yeah, I think it's subject to the condition above.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's covered.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay, you're right.
Looks good.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none. Mr. Bush?
Aye.
Mr. Schwab?
Aye.
Ms. Decker?
Aye.
Mr. Franchuk?
Aye.
Mr. Haugen?
Aye.
And chair votes aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Next item of business is public issues of concern not on the agenda. Anybody have any public issues of concern not on the agenda? Item 5 is any other issues not on the agenda. Okay, we don't have anything for a work session today, I don't think. Anything else to come before the committee? Hearing none, we stand adjourned. Thanks, everybody. Motion for adjourn. Okay, we will need a motion to adjourn.
We'll sit here all day.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
We have a motion
I'll second.
and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Now we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bollinger.